Sahara stretched before him, a sea of sand and scorching sun. Benjamin squinted, his throat parched, his body weary. He had journeyed for weeks, fleeing the turmoil of his homeland, Cameroon. The whispers of political persecution followed him like shadows. He had witnessed the brutality, the silencing of dissent. Leaving his family, his life behind, had been a heart-wrenching decision. Yet it was a matter of survival. The Mediterranean shimmered in the distance, a treacherous promise of hope. He had heard tales of overcrowded boats, of dreams swallowed by the waves. Fear gnawed at him, but the thought of freedom fueled his resolve. He boarded a rickety vessel, his heart pounding with each creak and groan. The vastness of the sea mirrored the uncertainty that lay ahead. England emerged from the mist, a beacon of possibility. Benjamin, exhausted but resolute, set foot on British soil. The weight of his journey pressed upon him, the memories a constant ache. He sought asylum, clinging to the hope of a new beginning, a life free from fear. Years passed, filled with uncertainty and the daunting task of rebuilding his life in a foreign land. He navigated the complexities of a new language, a new culture. The yearning for his homeland never faded, but he persevered, his spirit unbroken. Finally, after 5 long years, he was granted refugee status. A surge of relief washed over him. He was safe. He was free. The years that followed were a testament to Benjamin's resilience. He embraced the opportunities of his newfound freedom. He found work, built a modest life, and eventually became a British citizen. The pride in his accomplishment was immeasurable. He had overcome immense challenges, his spirit tempered by adversity, yet a part of him yearned for connection, for the comfort of shared heritage. He decided to return to Cameroon to seek a wife who understood his journey, his past. There he met Delise. She was beautiful, with a gentle demeanor that belied the turmoil brewing within. Their courtship was brief, their wedding a simple affair. Delice's arrival in the UK was met with a mix of excitement and trepidation. Benjamin was eager to share his life with her, to build a future together. He believed he had found a partner, someone to share the weight of his past, the joys of his present. He had no idea that he was ushering in a storm. Delise settled into their small flat, her initial shyness giving way to a disarming confidence. Benjamin, occupied with work, attributed her initial silence to adjusting to a new environment. He showered her with affection, eager to make her feel welcome, loved. He saw glimmers of the woman he thought he had married, but they were fleeting, overshadowed by a growing unease. Her behavior became increasingly erratic. Her once gentle demeanor was replaced by a cold, calculating persona. She would disappear for hours, her phone glued to her ear, her conversations hushed, secretive. When confronted, she would erupt in anger, accusing Benjamin of being controlling, suspicious. He dismissed his unease, attributing it to cultural differences, to the challenges of adjusting to a new life. He told himself she just needed time. He clung to the hope that their love would bridge the chasm that seemed to be widening between them. Benjamin's world shattered the day he discovered a voice recorder tucked away in their bedroom. It was Delice's. Curiosity, mixed with a growing sense of dread, compelled him to listen. The voice that filled the room was not the gentle tone he knew. It was cold, calculating, laced with a chilling detachment. Delice's words tumbled out of the recorder, each syllable a shard of ice piercing Benjamin's heart. She spoke of him with disdain, her words laced with venomous contempt. She boasted about her plans to secure a visa through their marriage, her voice dripping with smug satisfaction. He listened in stunned silence as she detailed her infidelity, her plans to discard him once her position in the UK was secure. The recordings became a horror movie reel replaying her sinister plot. Dolich's conversations with her lover, Serge, and her friend Nadej painted a horrifying picture of manipulation and deceit. They discussed Benjamin's assets, his vulnerability, his unwavering love for her, as if they were dissecting a business deal rather than a human life. The woman he had vowed to love and cherish had meticulously plotted to exploit his kindness, his desperation for connection. The realization hit him with the force of a physical blow. His world, painstakingly rebuilt, lay in ruins around him. Betrayal cut deep, leaving Benjamin reeling, struggling to reconcile the woman he thought he knew with the monster revealed in those recordings. His heart ached with a pain that transcended the physical. It was the betrayal of trust, the shattering of dreams. Sleep evaded him, replaced by a gnawing anxiety that tightened its grip with each passing day. He confronted Delise, the recordings clutched in his hand, his voice trembling with a mixture of rage and heartbreak. Her initial defiance quickly crumbled into a torrent of crocodile tears and carefully crafted apologies. She blamed her actions on loneliness, on the challenges of adjusting to a new life, but Benjamin had heard her true intentions, her callous disregard for his feelings. A gnawing anxiety that tightened its grip with each passing day. He confronted Delise, the recordings clutched in his hand, his voice trembling with a mixture of rage and heartbreak. Her initial defiance quickly crumbled into a torrent of crocodile tears and carefully crafted apologies. She blamed her actions on loneliness, on the challenges of adjusting to a new life, but Benjamin had heard her true intentions, her callous disregard for his feelings. He saw through her facade, her pleas for forgiveness ringing hollow in his ears. The love he had felt, the hope he had nurtured, withered under the weight of her betrayal. Section 6. Justice or mercy. The weight of Delise's deception pressed down on Benjamin. He felt adrift, lost in a sea of anger, hurt, and confusion. The recordings were a constant reminder of her treachery, a cruel soundtrack to his pain. He grappled with the decision of what to do next. Should he expose her, seek justice for the pain she had inflicted? The thought of navigating the legal system, of reliving his trauma in a public arena, filled him with exhaustion. He had fought so hard for peace, for a life free from fear. Was he willing to risk it all again, or should he simply let her go, wash his hands of the whole sordid affair? The thought of her escaping accountability, of potentially victimizing another unsuspecting soul, filled him with a cold fury. He had a responsibility to protect others from her manipulation. Section 7. Picking up the pieces. The weight of his decision pressed down on him, a heavy cloak of responsibility and pain. He sought solace in the silence of his small flat. The recordings, a constant presence, a reminder of the betrayal that had shattered his life. He thought of his journey, the risks he had taken, the sacrifices he had made for a chance at a better life. He had escaped political persecution only to find himself ensnared in a different kind of battle, one fought on the treacherous terrain of the heart. He knew he could not allow Delise's actions to define him. He had to find a way to move forward, to rebuild his life once again. But this time he would proceed with caution, his heart shielded by a layer of hard-won wisdom. Section 8. Scars of deception. The road to healing was long and arduous. The scars of Delise's betrayal ran deep, a constant reminder of his vulnerability. He withdrew from the world, the weight of his experience a heavy burden to bear. He sought solace in the familiar rhythms of work, the routine a welcome distraction from the turmoil within. He found comfort in the company of trusted friends, their unwavering support, a lifeline in his time of need. But the pain lingered, a dull ache that intensified at unexpected moments. The sound of a woman's laughter, the sight of a happy couple walking hand in hand, could trigger a wave of grief, of anger, of a profound sense of loss. Section 9. A hope for change. Benjamin's story is not just a tale of betrayal, but a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. It is a stark reminder that even in the face of unimaginable adversity, even when our trust is shattered, we have the capacity to heal, to rise above our pain. His experience serves as a cautionary tale, a reminder to approach matters of the heart with both hope and prudence. It highlights the importance of vigilance, of listening to our intuition, and of recognizing the red flags that often signal danger. Benjamin's story also underscores the plight of refugees, the challenges they face in rebuilding their lives in foreign lands. It highlights their vulnerability, their longing for connection, and the importance of offering them not just refuge, but also understanding, support, and compassion. His journey is a testament to the indomitable spirit that resides within us all, the ability to find hope even in the darkest of times. Benjamin's story is a beacon, reminding us that even in the face of betrayal, even when our hearts are broken, we have the power to choose forgiveness, to embrace healing, and to emerge from the ashes of adversity stronger than ever before.